Hello everyone and welcome to Stampin' Among the Gum Trees. My name is Kath and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator located in Melbourne, Australia. And today is day 11 of Stamptober. That's our month-long Christmas crafting marathon that we're doing. It's really exciting. And I am live. I know I said this will be a premiere, but things happened and now I'm live. So I've got it popped here. Let me just see. Oh my goodness. Hello, Evelyn. Yep, it's going to be a bit longer than usual, even longer than a longer usual today. But I'm really excited. I love to make boxes. I love 3D projects. If I can make something 3D out of paper, I really, really enjoy the process. Boxes especially, and there's so many different ways to make boxes and different styles of boxes. So I hope you like today's. I'm going to flip you down and show you just what it looks like. Let me just check and see. Yep. Okay. This is a box and it's just made out of cardstock and DSP. But inside the box, we have enough room for 5 cards. And these are just my normal cards, and 5 gift tags that I don't know where they are. It's been one of those days. 5 gift tags go in there. 5 cards, 5 envelopes underneath will fit in this box. And it's a lidded box. Let me see. So the lid goes like so. Then you've got the ribbon on it to tie it in a bow to close it. Now you don't need to do the ribbon if you don't want to. I just think it looks pretty, and I think the easiest way for me to tie this ribbon is like this, because then it has some hope of being sideways. There we go. So we're going to move on because it will take a while. We're going to make 5 cards, 5 gift tags, and the presentation box to put them in. So we better get started. We absolutely better get started. I've got all the bits cut. I did cheat a little ahead of time and cut all the pieces that we needed, because you don't need to see me cutting everything. That's just not necessary. But I've got all the elements here, and we'll just do we can do the assembly together for the cards. Now I'm using the Peaceful Garden suite today. Hi, Barb. Hello, Alison. Oh, it's horrible here. It's windy and it's overcast. It's awful. I'm using Peaceful Garden. Now, it is temporarily unavailable. It will be back in stock on Monday. So, and it is really, really lovely. Now, what I want to do is we've got the card bases cut. So let's get them folded while we're doing this. Remember, bumpy side in. Fold them over. And we're just going to do 5, bumpy side in, yeah. Just like so. This is Misty Moonlight cardstock. It's a really pretty blue. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, this blue. Just goes like so. And then we'll do the burnishing in just a moment. Okay. All right. Silicone craft sheet. Bone folder. Remember, for a stay flat card, we use the whole bone folder, and we do both sides. That way it will sit down and be flat. So This suite really appealed to, sun and warmth. I wish. It's windy. Wayne has been outside working, getting ready, getting all our undercover area tidied up after winter. So it'll be all ready for us to use. Okie dokie. 5 card bases done. Now, as usual, we're going to do the inside first. So let's do it in a production line. This makes it easier. Like so. Silicone sheet. Let me get the bits I need. Okay. And I've got over here the 5 mats. I'm going to turn it this way. It's easier for me to put them in. I refilled the glue before I started because it was running low. Like so. This is the sort of thing you can batch make. It's really good. I really like anything I can batch make. Oh, no. And liquid adhesive means that you can straighten it up. There we go. Nothing quite as bad as a crooked insert for a card. I like to double mat the inside of my cards. It's just a little thing that doesn't add a lot to the cost of the card. It just finishes it off and makes it look a little, I don't know, a little more special, maybe. I'd say professional, but I doubt my card's ever going to look professional, but it just looks a little more finished. So we'll go like so. Just like that. Okay. Oh, I've got a blocked ear. I'm using, thought I was using the wrong insert then. I was going, no. Although it's been like that. I was going to do this as a premiere, but I had trouble with the video, so live it is, folks, on a Saturday afternoon. Okay, don't need those. This is a really pretty, I think this will be a really pretty card. Here's me tooting my own horn. Okie dokie. Now, 5 of these. Where's my Merry Christmas? There it is. I'm going to use the Merry Christmas. I really, really like this. I like the font. I like the size of it. And I'm just going to use that. So, get that. Get the stamping platform, which is just down here. You'll be pleased to know I put new washi on the magnets today, this morning, so I won't be losing them. Now again, this is one of those, it's not supposed to be straight, which kind of messes with my head, but I'm going to do it just like that. And I'm going to use Misty Moonlight ink. To stamp it up. You can't see me doing that. There you go. One done. So just like this. Now, you can make this for yourself if you want to. You can make it for a gift. You can make a nice gift. It will be a wonderful thing to put on Christmas stalls. Why am I too short? Had them all counted out. Trim one down. Okie dokie. I can do that. Looks better. There we go. Oh, well. A stamping platform really makes your stamping so much easier. So much easier, especially when you have a lot to do and you want them to all be in the same, all look the same, be in the same place. This one, the Tim Holtz. We do have the Stamparatus. Hannah has it at her place. Now I need to cut this down. Where's my paper trimmer gone? Here it is. And it needs to be 9.5, which I think it is. Nope. Let's go 9.5 by 13.5. Which means I'll probably, on the inside of one of these cards, use a smaller mat. Don't worry. We'll fix it when we get to it. There we go. I do like Misty Moonlight. It's one of my favourite colours. And I hope you all notice that I'm working out of my comfort zone. Oops, there goes the corner rounder with a balloon bean today. I did think about doing the traditional Christmas. I thought, no. Get the ink out of the stamps before we put them away. And if we don't put them away straight away, they get lost. I spent ages this morning. I lost a die. I eventually found it. I had to tip the waste basket out and go through all the little bits. I did find it. Okay. So we will do this. Just pop them in. Like so. Center it. Well, it's white on white, so it's a little bit tricky, but it can be done. Suddenly thought, I hope I'm going the right way, but of course I am, because it's opened the right way, isn't it? Otherwise I'd be in trouble. Have you ever done that? Put an insert in upside down? That's why I like to work on the... Oh, that won't move. Look at that. Okey-dokey. I need to fix that. Do a little card surgery on that one. I've got my nozzle on, that's what the problem is. Why? Okay. This, I don't know if you can, or not. Nope. Let's get some. I've got some on my whole new card base. How's that? Easy peasy. Going to simply cut it at 14.5. Score at 10.5. I just cut it. That was a bit of a disaster, wasn't it? I have to say, I replaced the scoring blade on my cutter, my paper trimmer, a couple of weeks ago. Made a world of difference. Alrighty. That side in. Pop it on the mat. Give it a good bash. There we go. Now, yeah. Yes, there's only one. Thought I had two for a minute. Just basic white, and I just cut them to 14 by 10 and then 13.5 by 9.5 is this one. An extra one, just in case. How's that? Alrighty. Yeah, I was really disappointed when I looked up to see, to check on the paper, and it said unavailable. I went, oh no, trust me to choose one that's not available. But no, it's back tomorrow, back on Monday. So there you go. Right. Oh, do you see what I did there? Can we fix this? Yes, I think we can. Because that was supposed to be that way. Okay. Do not panic. Do not panic. That's because I wasn't concentrating. 1, 2, 3. We will just redo it. I told you it was going to be a marathon effort. Oh, pay attention to what I'm doing. Put the lid back on the glue so it doesn't dry up. And let's get going. All right. We are going to do 9.5. 13.5. Gosh. The more efficient I try to be, the worse it is. I should just wing it all the time. Then it wouldn't be an issue, would it? Goodness me. I can't believe I did that. That will teach me, won't it? You get in such a mind, a habit of doing things a particular way that you just do it without thinking, by habit. There we go. By 13.5. Okay, so we've got to do all that stamping again, and that's okay. We can do that because we have a stamping platform that makes it super easy for us. So she says. So I'll put there, there. Where do I put the stamp? We've got Merry and Christmas. Hopeless, I am hopeless. It's all right. So we can do it this way now. sticky stamp. Put that right on there. Misty Moonlight. So, has anyone, keeping it real, Evelyn, you can't get much more real than what happens in my craft room, I'm telling you. Couldn't fake it if you wanted to. It's not too bad. So, look, apart from putting things on upside down, has anyone else done that? Put the insert in the wrong profile. Goodness me. Can't believe I did that. And I've made quite a few of these cards this week. Oops, that didn't work. Oh, why is that S not working? That's better. It's going to be very dark. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Here we go. Rightio. Putting the ink away straight away because I will get it everywhere. I'm cleaning the stamp off again. It's going the right way. Pop that over there. Take that off. Pop them in here. I saw a fabulous tip this morning. Early this morning. I was up very early this morning. Fabulous tip for when the new stamp packaging comes out. Some of it's already happening. Some of the demonstrators with their pre-orders are getting the new packaging, which I thought, well, that's very exciting. But it doesn't have where we've got this on the boxes. The new packaging doesn't have that. No, it has that. It doesn't have the inside because it's an envelope. So how did she do it? She used the plastic. She taped down the plastic, the heavy acetate, the stamps go on, onto the back. And then she used the other plastic, the flimsy plastic. She stamped on it, let it dry, and then double-sided taped it to the other side of the envelope so that she could always tell. There we go. This is just going to be extra thick. I'll have to add extra postage on this one. The only thing is lining them up so that the other one doesn't show. There we go. Never let it be said that you can't fix a mistake. Just takes a little time, a little patience. Because what do they say? There's no mistakes in paper crafting. They're just design choices. Well, that was a design choice I couldn't live with, so we'll have to swap it out. Okay, there we go. Oh, see, it's upside down. Oh my goodness. I think this session's doomed. Not supposed to be here. There we go. Goodness gracious me. Now I'm doing these in Christmas, in the Peaceful Garden, which is pretty much a Christmas almost. Well, it's in the Christmas catalogue, isn't it? The Christmas mini. Oh, the September to December mini catalogue. So there we go. Right. Now we can do this bit. Oh my giddy aunt. Little skinny strips. They're just going to go across the bottom like that. Now, these cards are great if you don't like writing a great big long message in them, because you can just to, from. Works wonderfully. These little skinny strips came from, came from scraps. They didn't have to be cut from a full piece of paper, just offcuts of other projects they came from, which is really good. There we go. Two more. Goes, goes. The last one. The inside is almost done. Finishing touch will be okay. I die cut a whole bunch of the doves. I'm going to use that one. So that. Okay, I die cut a whole bunch of the doves, and it was the dove die that I lost. I had it, and while I was punching out the bits of the other die, it must have flicked off the desk. Well, I could not find it anywhere. I had AJ looking for it. I was crawling around. I swear. Sometimes I don't want to use this one, so I got a bit excited and poked a hole in it. The doves are beautiful, Evelyn. I think they're just gorgeous and perfect for this this paper and this stamp set. Now I just need to get a black pen and do their eyes, but before I do that, we'll add some wink, whoops, to make them sparkle. Last one. I'm not putting glue all over the wings because they do pop up. Right, now, Wing of Stella. Here we go. Let's give it some sparkle. Just a wee bit. Something really empty, I think. Let's break out the other one. See it going on. It is going on. Absolutely is. Doesn't look like it. I thought, oh no, it's not working, but it is. It's nearly empty. Let's try the other one. It's not nearly as bad. Goodness me. Right. Insides are done. For the outside, I'll just tidy up my mess a wee bit. We have a couple of different things. So we've got some DSP to go on it. And then we're going to make a maybe build a panel for the front. Got to put some ribbon under there. So we'll put the DSP on the front first. Making sure I'm doing it the right way. So you never know the way things are going. Just roughly there, that will come off. So pretty. This it's one side's all starry and dovey and whatever. The other side's floral or quite plain, so you could use this paper all year round quite easily, because this side's really pretty. I'm not using it, but it is really pretty. Right. There. The easiest way to add wow to your cards is to simply add layers. Just layer it up. Add a few different mats, different colours, different. You don't need to be particularly talented to do it, and it's really easy to do. The other thing that you can do to add a bit of wow to your cards is embossing folders. Use your embossing folders, and they don't even have to be, come back to that, I've got my glue eraser. They don't even have to be the whole embossing folder, as we're about to see. We are going to, right, done that, got that, got that. So now we layer. How do I want to do this? Yes, I'm going to layer this like this. That's a crooked one. I'm not using a crooked one. Let's see. That's better. The white is, again, it's just a layer. It's just a little bit. This is the Peaceful, no, what's it called? Where did I put it? The embossing folder. Had it. It is the Peaceful Greenery Embossing Folder. I didn't use the whole thing. I just cut it down and used part of it. And we're just going to layer it up like so. It's just gorgeous. It's very dimensional. Come apart. Thank you. liquid glue works best on your if you're sticking down embossed images, because it gets into all the nooks and crannies and makes it easy. Just like so. That's 2, 3. This makes me want to almost makes me want to 2, 3, 4. Only need to do 5. Go. This one. Here we go. Right. Next step is ribbon. Just a little length through the end. So it only needs to be 15 centimetres will do it. Now I'm using my good fabric scissors here, so because my other scissors are a bit on the blunt side too. Four, 5. There we go. I'm just going to get some tear tape. Take out things. And we're going to just through the middle like so, flip it over, a couple of pieces of tear tape. Line it up, fold it over, stick it down. I don't take the backing off the tear tape because it's going to be stuck down anyway. And it's called tear tape because it tears. It's really, really good. Need scissors. Like so. Just like so. Whoops. Stuck to my finger. Rightio. Quite happy with that. That a bit short, I tore that a bit short. This ribbon's pretty, isn't it? Sparkly. It's Misty Moonlight and what's it called? Silver Edged ribbon, but it's in the Misty Moonlight colour. It's really pretty. Really, really pretty. And it comes with the suite. It's part of the suite. The ribbon comes in the suite with the paper. the GSP, the paper, the embossing folder, and some bling. Okie dokie. Done. Now, the next thing's more stamping. Where did I put the lid for the glue? More stamping. Okay, no, not more stamping. Please, no more. And what am I going to put on it? Because I'm not sure. I actually think I'm going to use this one. Really like Celebrate the Season. It's a beautiful font too. It's out of the Delicate Pine stamp set. And my only question is, will it fit? Yes, it will. Look at that. Okie dokie. So this one I definitely need the stamping tool. I'm going to pop it. Where's the magnet? Magnet. Just fit. Oh, Misty Moonlight. Ah, very good, very good. 18. Slide those up. A little bit more ink. Perfect, perfect, perfect. When you've got a lot of stamping to do that's all the same, you cannot go past the stamping platform. They really, really are worth the money. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ink up the stamp again. Last one, and I think this is all the stamping we've got to do for these cards. You say, whew, that's a relief. Go. Perfect. Using ink. Already got it all over my hands. Look at that. Hopeless. I think most of it's come off the wet wipe. Probably go in the bin now. Take that. Take that. Alrighty. Put the stamp away before I lose it. Okay, we're on the final legs of the card. So now I've got some of the Misty Moonlight Glimmer paper, and we are going to stick that on there, like so. The glue. Again, this is really good glimmer paper because the sparkle doesn't come off, which is really nice. How often have we had other brands of glitter or glimmer paper and the sparkle comes off? It leaves an awful mess. We don't want that. It's like the year I did reindeer feet. Hannah was only little. I did reindeer feet on Christmas in glitter, And you know what? I vacuumed that stuff up for 12 months. Oh my goodness, never did that again. Because glitter just goes everywhere. All right. So I've got 5 people watching. Do I have 5 thumbs up, 5 likes? That would be really nice. And are you all subscribed? If you're subscribed to the channel, you'll be notified, automatically notified. You won't have to worry about trying to find a video. Every time we go live or upload a new video, you'll be notified. So you'll know it's coming. You won't have to rely on me to let you know. Because that's a interesting thing. Okay. Now I'm going to put these in here, just like that. Do we want to lift it up on dimensional? I don't think so, because we've already got the ribbon. So let's do this. So you can center it in the frame, which is really nice. So there's sort of not really, it's a bit of a no-brainer when you do this. So it just sort of fits in adequately. Nearly finished the cards. Then we'll move on to the gift tags, which are really super simple, because all I did was I cheated with those. Cheated with those. I'll show you in just a moment, because we're nearly finished. Oh, my shadow's gone. It's usually here, but it doesn't seem to be today, so let's just do a bit of a de-gluify my hands. Right. It's back on, because I will put dimensionals on the back of these. Stick it up on dimensionals. Two, three, four, four, 6, 7, 8. I'll use 9. There you go. 9 on each one. Just to hold it up. We don't want it collapsing, and especially if you are going to post your cards, don't skimp on the dimensionals. They honestly do not add more than a couple of cents to the cost of your card. And it's, what do they say? Penny wise, pound foolish, something like that. It's a false economy. Absolutely a false economy. To skimp on them and ruin a perfectly lovely card. Oh, that one didn't go. There we go. Oh, there's 2 there. That's not going to work, is it? Into the bin they go. Yes, I just threw 1 out. Or 2 out. Oh my, what an extravagance. Okie dokie. Now comes the fun part, taking all the backings off. Well, where's my hook's gone? So we'll just have to use the nails. Yeah. This bit takes the longest, I'm absolutely sure. Taking the dimensional backings off takes the longest. Bring that in because I'm putting them in the sticky little blighters. Putting them in there. Oh, no, that's the right way. But I'd done it the wrong way again. Oh my goodness, I was about to cry. Really, I think I would have cried this time. Now I've got 5 people watching. Where is everybody from? I want to know because I'm sticky beak. Right, have you seen the thing scrolling across the bottom? Evelyn's from Ballarat. Okay. Like Ballarat, Evelyn. I have some fond memories of good times in Ballarat. Even from when I was a little girl. Sue's in Melbourne. Cool. I know Alison's local. Because we craft together often. Chicago. Lovely. Welcome, and it's nice to have you with us. Is it the middle of the night in Chicago? It's what? 23 minutes past 3 in the afternoon here. Okay, now, you know all those doves that I did? Will we, let's see, will we do one of those? Or will we do, oh, why can't we do both? Why can't we do both? Absolutely no reason. Okay. Absolutely no reason. And it's not like I haven't got plenty of them. So just a little bit on the body, top of the body, and then out of dimensionals for a moment. One on the tail. One wing. Just to hold it up because this is raised up. So let's just do that. See how that looks. I just need, I don't have it, just to do their eye, a little black dot for their eye, because otherwise they're eyeless. All right, so let's get these out. So I'm not fluffing around. So Timmy on the wing and Timmy on the tail. Get a bit of glue. It's a drunk bird. It's dive bombing. Lift, 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 lift. Thank you. It's a bit better. That's hilarious, wasn't it? Just gonna need. So there we go. Those. Oh, do I not have any other big ones cut? Okie dokie. Well, I'm sure I had. Oh, I've got heaps. Here we go. Heaps of them I've got. 3. There we are. All done. Right. Take the backing off. The glue on. Just a dot. Just a wincy dot. Now, if you're here, 11 p.m. Oh, that's not too bad. If you're here watching, I'm assuming that you like paper crafting, card making, scrapbooking, 3D projects, like I do. I just love anything that's, I just love it. The backing didn't come off. There we go. Okay. Last one. There we go. Well done. Now, do we need? We need some sparkle. More sparkle. We definitely need a black pen, or I don't have them here. Hang on a minute. They're down the other end of the table. Just a fine tip. So I just want to with an eye, just a little eye, just like that. That looks, I don't know whether you can see or not. It just makes a difference if they've got an eye. It's just a little dot, one little thing. Again, it's little details, simple little things that don't take long, don't cost much, don't really add to the cost of the project. Oh, I've got 2, so we'll make it a bit bigger. There we go. Done. that make your cards special. I think. Easy. Alrighty, now adding some bling. That needs to be trimmed off. Just a hair too long. There we go. So let's add just a little bit of bling. Put the lid back on my glue so it doesn't dry out. And I have these. So I'm wondering. There's a bit of bling. These are just the basic rhinestones. They're really nice. They're in the core. So I'm going to get my pokey tool. I'm going to one up there. Got another one. If I can pick it up down here. Maybe just a smallish one. If I'm just going to use my fingers, it's not going to work. There. There we go. Easy peasy. Easy, easy peasy. A little bit of bling just to brighten it up. And the cards are done. The tags won't take nearly as long because, like I said, I cheated. I cheated. But it was a fun sheet. Very fun sheet. And you'll be able to copy it without a hassle, I'm sure, if you wish to. Up. And down there. There we go. 5 done. I'm going to call them finished. I'm going to get rid of that and call them finished. I was thinking about a bow, but there's nowhere really to put a bow, so. Going. Why am I having trouble with you? There we go. Pop those in, take it away. There we go, 5 cards. Done, decorated inside and out. Okie dokie. Part 1 done. Told you it'd be a marathon. Part 1 done. Let me sit those down there. Now, the tags. I cheated. I used, where's it gone? I had it here. Here it is. Couldn't see it for looking. I used the pattern tags, guys. How simple are these? There we go. Look at them. So I did the back out of this one, and I did the front out of this one. Don't they look gorgeous? Now I am going to punch a hole. Should actually be a hole there. There is. There we go. And it should line up with, there we go. How cute is that? How very cute is that? And how easy. Basic white, the, I think it's Secret Sea, glimmer paper. Super, super easy. And I'm not going to glue them together. I'm just going to tie them. But before we do that, we'll stamp the to and from on the back of the white, so there's somewhere to write, and call the tags done. Tie them up with some gold thread and call the tags done. These are, look, honestly, I thought, tag dies. Don't know that I need those because I have punches. Well, you know what? So many occasions these tag dies can be used. They are beautiful. So I'm glad I splurged. Alrighty. So let's go. I put all those together and I didn't need to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why are there only 4? There should be 5. It's the 5th one. 2, 3, 4. I did cut 5. Where did I put it? Oh, botheration. Not to worry. All right. To and from comes from the traditional Christmas. And I'm just going to put it on a stamp block. And here we go again. Where did it go? There's the to, and there's the from. So let me yes, it's got to go on this way. Just making sure I'm putting it on the right side of the there we go. Misty Moonlight again. I'm stamping on my silicone mat because I'm using the photopolymer stamps and they don't have any give in them. So something with just a little bit of cushioning makes it so much easier to get a nice crisp image, is what I'm trying to say. And again, just let it sink. Let the ink sink in to your cardstock. And often if you do that, you don't need to 5 of those. I don't have 5 of those. You don't need to stamp it again. You get the really good image and it's nice and crisp and clear. There we go. I should be using my what it's called, stamp cleaner. And it's down there, so there's no excuse for me to not use it. Rightio. Now, I do not have silver thread because ideally silver thread would look beautiful with this. And I'm not going to tape it down either. I'm just going to cut some gold. Just about that much, however much that is. So I need to do 4 because I can't find that other piece of little turn up. 3, 4. Just a bit of a bummer, isn't it? There we go. This is gold twisted thread. And honestly, I can't tell you if it's current or not. I honestly don't know. I should have checked, but I never thought of it. So just going to find the holes, line up, pop it through. So there we go. It would look much nicer with silver, and it would probably look nice with the ribbon, but the ribbon is a bit thick to go through the hole. There we go. Now, these dies are quite intricate, so you can either spend some time with your pokey tool poking out the bits when it comes out of the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, or you can put it onto double-sided sticky paper, and when you peel it off the double-sided sticky paper, all the bits will stay on the paper and automatically come out of the die. You've got a choice. If you've got a lot of intricate dies and hand weeding drives you nuts, that is an easy way to do it. Double-sided sticky paper works wonders for getting your I can't say that, intricate dies all sorted. We're nearly to the fun part. Okay, so here we go. Hope everyone had a cuppa with them. Just did turn into an epic. I told you it'd be a marathon. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Through there like that. Just like that. Okay. I'm going to put that one with them because that other piece will turn up. But don't they look pretty? How simple. Now, they were really simple. Really, really simple. And I know I'm using them for Christmas, but guess what? That could be a flower for any time of year. And you could do it with any colour. It doesn't have to be in glimmer paper, but it is pretty. It could be gold foil or silver foil. It could be just a coloured cardstock. Would look really nice. But they are just lovely. And they are from, what is it again? Pattern Tags dies. Well worth it. Well worth it. You've got lots of options, I think. Three decorative types. You've got the plain. There's even the little bow. This little bow, I've used this little bow a couple of times for other things, to cut bows to go on other things. And it even has, I don't know if you can see, it even has that little thing. That's the knot over the middle of the bow. So it will die cut that for you. It's really good. And that's the little hanger thing. So it is a wonderful set. I didn't get the stamps. It is available in a bundle. I didn't get the stamps. I don't think I'd use the stamps because I would always just cut out of pretty paper. When there's so much pretty DSP floating around in my craft room, that's what I would do. Now, let me just do some spring cleaning because we're going to get onto the box. So let's start with a clean desktop, clean glass mat. Get rid of all those dimensional backings and take a breath. Make sure that's where it needs to be, because here's the bits of the box. It looks complicated and it looks like there's lots of bits, but there's not really. I don't need those just at the moment. They can go in there. We don't need those just at the moment. Now I have gone ahead and glued down all the mats. I obviously didn't glue down that one. Yeah. Let's go that way. Doesn't really matter, does it? So let's stick this down. I've glued down the mats on the side. Goodness me. Goodness gracious me. Oh, we can only Batman. There we go. Isn't the reverse side of this quite pretty in crumb cake? I'm using liquid glue and I'm putting it as close to the edge as I dare because I want it to go right to the edge. I don't want it to smush out, but I do want it to go right to the edge so that it will be sealed all the way down. Don't want any lifting bits. So we've got two sides, a front and a back strip, two side strips, a top and a bottom. I have decorated the box on all sides simply because it makes it sturdier. It makes it sturdier. Now, if you're not intending for it to be anything other than a, quick sort of handed over type presentation, that's fine. You don't have to do anything too much. But if you want it to last, then reinforcing it with the extra layer of cardstock and the layer of DSP helps a lot. Now, I had to rejig it a little to fit our A4 size cardstock. It was in, it used 12 by 12 cardstock. And for a start, I didn't have 12. My 12 by 12 is limited to white and black. I have very few colors in 12 by 12. I've got the double-sided in Strawberry Slush. So I had to rejig it for A4 cardstock. But I did, and it was easy. And the box is super simple. It's A4 and it's scored at 1.5 inches. It is in inches because to go to millimeters was doing my head in because it wasn't, 1 centimeter or 1.5 centimeters. It was, 1.3 or 1.6. And those, when you're working in metric, those little, the single millimeters are really, really hard to get exact. The other thing I did was to make sure, because it's really important, just one thing, really important, that your scoring is exact. So the same line all the way around. So I used my scoreboard, lined it up, and it was at 1.5 all the way around, all 4 sides, because you can butt it. You can butt it right into the top and there, and so you know that it is going to be exact on this sheet and on the next sheet. So you do it like so. Where is it? Just like that. I've already scored it, but this one will be exactly the same because it's in, like with using a stamping platform, it is in exactly the same place. You can score on your paper trimmer, and that is brilliant if you are just doing one, or if it doesn't need to be exact. But for this box, if you have a scoreboard, use your scoreboard to get the markings exact. Okay, just a little thing that again, it's one little thing, but it makes a big difference in the finished product. Now, to make your box, we are going to get my scissors. On the bumpy side, because it's easier to see, I'm going to cut, and I am going to cut up just to the bump there, and I am taking it off this side. So I'm cutting to the right of the bump, and then we're just going to miter the tab a little. It's easy to do. With this one, we're going to cut to the left of the bump, and it is much easier to see if you do it on the bumpy side, which is why I'm saying do it on the bumpy side. Much, much easier to see. And then just miter it. Get it as straight as you can. On this one, we're going to the right of the bump. Your scissors almost follow it. Go like so. And this one is to the left of the bump. Just touching the bump there. And then we're just going to miter that corner. Okay. That's that bit done. For the top, same thing. We're going to go to the right and go just to the bump, miter it to the left, just to the bump, miter it right to the point. There we go. Now, these ones we're taking off completely. So we're going to cut away the bump, the score line, completely. And even up to this one, I'm going to go over the bump to the other side, and then we're going to get our scissors and keep it as straight as you can, because this will make a difference to your box. Okay. Go for this one. That went a little bit crooked. Let's straighten it up a bit. And then we'll go here. There we go. That's it. How easy is that? Let's put the base together. Bumpy side in. We are going to fold. Make sure that the edge lines up with the score line. Get your bone folder and burnish. I like to do all the sides first. Get your bone folder and burnish. We'll worry about the tabs in a minute. Just make sure that one's a bit crooked. Oh dear. Probably won't make a difference to anyone else, but I know it's crooked. Right. With your tabs, fold them in. Make sure they are level at the top and give it a good burnish. Give it a good burnish. Boxes are so simple. So simple, really. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Okay. Now, get your adhesive. And you're going to put a little bit on here. A little bit on here. Put it in the corners because you want the corners to stick. Now this too, don't worry about that. I'll get it with the glue eraser. This is important too. When you fold it up, don't know if you can see. Fold it up. Make sure it is absolutely level and square. So that it fits properly. You might have to manipulate it a little bit. That's okay. It's paper. it can do that. All right. That one needs just a touch more adhesive there. Go. Hold it for a second to let it set. I prefer to use liquid glue for this. You can use tear tape, you can use tape runner if you want to. Liquid glue gives you wriggle room, gives you time to manipulate it if you have to. But get it into the corners as much as you can so that those corners, especially the top ones, stick down. And again, we fold it over and we line it up. And if you've got to manipulate it, then manipulate it so that it's level and even. Same for this one. Corners make your corners square and the tops level. Just give them a press. That's your card base done. How easy was that? Now we'll let it sit there till it dries. Won't take long. Pop that back in there. Tell your pokey tools make good glue whatevers. We're going to make the lid. So we're going to do the same, repeat the process. Just like this. Fold it over. Lining up your score lines. Now, the boxes are the same size. So I know that's probably not how we would make a lidded box normally, but it fits. It does fit. We're going to do the same thing with the tabs, just like that. Just like that. Line them up. Give them a burnish. If you give them a burnish, it actually helps with getting them square. Right. So we'll go like this. So let's get our glue. The corners. And again, we're going to lift it up and do some manipulating if you need to. So make sure it's square and the top is level. Do the same thing down here. Okay. So it's level. Okay, now here we go. Pop it over the top and make sure everything fits. And it does. Woohoo! It's a miracle. That's a miracle. This is going to be your back hinge. So you're going to let dry. Put a good layer of adhesive around the edge. Get into the corners so that your corners and your edge enough so that it will smush to the edge, and then just down there. You can use tear tape if you want to again, but boxing. This is the easiest way I've found to do it. Pop your box in, square everything up, fold it up, and it folds up perfectly. Everything's lined up and square. So now I'm just going to run it down the edge of my table. You can open it, and don't know if you can see this, but we've got a good burnish, a really good burnish. Okay, alrighty, that's your box done. The next thing we need to do is a finger pull. So I have a 1-inch circle punch. I'm going to get my ruler and I'm going to pop it on there. And it is 8 5/8. So that's 4 and 3/16. There we go. By the center, it's 4 and 1, 2, 3. No, that's not right. 5/8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5/16. I knew my math was wrong. So I'm going to line it up. 4 and 2, 4, 5. There. And it should be, yes, that's the middle. Find the center. You can eyeball internet. No, we're back. Sorry about that, folks. We lost the internet. Wonder how long we were gone. Did you see me measuring? Because I was concentrating. So did you see me measuring for the finger pull? Back, we're definitely back. Okay, I've got 7 people apparently watching. Okay, I'll keep going. Pop it about halfway. It's actually a mark on my there we go. We have a finger pull. Now, to make the insert, I've got a piece of 11.5-inch. This was the bit that was messing with me for when I was trying to work out the metric. Oh, good. Thanks, Evelyn. When I was trying to work out the metric measurements, this was the bit that was giving me trouble. I couldn't work out the millimeters. So this bit is 11.5 inches long. There we go. And it's scored at, there's my notes. I had, look at them. It's scored at 6 1/8, 7 5/8, and 9 1/8. And that gives us the bit in the middle. We've got 2 little tabs that are 1 inch by 3 inches folded in half. And we are going to pop them on this bit, and I'm going to stick them down with the fold on the edge and just touching the bump. So there we go. These sort of stick it to the wall. Fold it down. Make sure that it's not going over the top. There we go. Do the same thing. This one. Pop it on. Fold it down. Just like so. There we go. Then we're going to glue this closed. To do that, we are simply going to fold it over. It will sit just shy of the right side of the score line. And there we go. That's our bit, our mechanism, like so. Okay, to put it in, I don't glue the bottom down. You can if you want to, but I do glue the sides, obviously. So I'm going to pop some glue on there, get it into the corners. And I'll do one at a time. Okay. Making sure it's straight. And then I'll do this one. Make sure it's straight. Where's our cards? Cards fit in. Gift tags fit in. Oh, just making sure. All right, let's decorate the outside. Sitting. So, first of all, we need to put on the ribbon. I'm using ribbon. You don't have to if you don't want to, but you know what? I like it. I need tear tape again. I like the idea of it. Now I've cut about 70 centimeters, I think it was I cut, because you don't realize. Put it in the middle, just like so. Get some tear tape. And doesn't matter if it's wider than your ribbon. Some tear tape. Get a pokey tool and take the backing off. And put the ribbon in the centre. We sit down. Flip it over. We're going to do the same thing. Ribbons in the centre. Some tear tape. And press down. Now, if your tear tape's sticking out or your tape runner or whatever you're using is sticking out, don't worry about it. We're going to cover it. Right. This is the top of your box. Goes like this. It's going to go over the top. Just like this. Easy peasy. But we are going to get glue right into the corners. And as close to the edge as we can and all through the middle like that. That is not how I would normally glue something, but we want it to stay stuck down. And make sure if you've got a directional pattern on your paper that it is going the right way. There we go. It's to just double smudge. Come over just a smudge. There we go. Easy. Almost done. Let's do the base. Okay, top. Bottom. Guess it depends on which way you're going to look at it, but that's the way I'm going to do it. Okay. Recycled cardstock. Ooh. Same thing, put plenty on. Go over. Okay. Sides. Figure out which direction my doves are going. Because let me tell you, it looked like they were kamikaze dolls the other way. Easy glue, tape, whatever you're using, as close to the corners as you can. If it's liquid, just make sure that it's not going to smush out too much. This one has to go this way because of the way that bird's going. Just center them up like that. Okay, and we have one for the back. Two. Okay. Then we have to do the front. So we'll put this on like this, and then we're going to cut out the finger pull. So a little bit of glue, you can't see, can you? Sorry. A little bit of glue. A little bit of glue on the edges so it'll smush. Making sure my doves are going the right way. Press it down. And just like that. Give it a moment to dry. Let's get our cards and our gift tags and we'll pop them in there. So what is the other gift tag? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I do with 5? There we go. Oh, thought I'd lost one. Gift tags and the cards. My envelopes are on their way. My order's finally out of picking. There's that. So we'll go like this. We need to cut out that finger. Oh, now the easiest way I know to do this is to simply line up your punch over the top of it and go. There we go. And it's done. Finger. And it's done. That's that. Now we just got to decorate the top, which is really, really easy because we're going to do it the same way we did the cards, pretty much. Well, very similar to the way we did the cards. There we go. How easy was that? The box was the easiest part of the whole thing. Isn't that just hilarious? You'd think it was hard. Okay, we've got this. And we're going to... I thought I had one cut for this. We are going to pop that there. So might as well stick it down while I'm thinking about it. Try and remember what I did with the that there. Some doves. What did I do with it? Who saw me? I had it. Well, we'll just grab some cardstock and we'll grab the dies and the mini and we'll cut another one because that was, I'm sure I had one. Sure, I had one. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, you know what would have been nice? Oh, I wonder if it's too late. You just know I craft on the fly a lot. We'll use that again in a minute. Where's that embossing folder? Wasn't thinking. Let's do that. Okay. White cardstock. Let's get some white cardstock. Trim it down to however big it needs to be, which is about 11 by 15. Okay. Say 11, 15. Just putting it in to make it straight. Now I usually use that. I will just run that through the embossing machine and I'll be right back. I've just had another brainwave. Another one. So she's full of them. Okay. Alrighty. Done. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. So this away so I don't lose it. That's how that seems to be the name of the game this week. Or lose it. Now I'm going to trim it down. Where's my baby trimmer? Where's my baby trimmer? I'm going to trim it down so it's almost on the bottom, just like so. Yep. There we go. It's better. It's much better. All right, so that's going to cover up. We cover it up with this. Just like that. And we'll put the blue in here. I want to run ribbon. Did I want to run a length of ribbon under there? I should have. No. I love liquid glue. Snip. You'd really think I'd plan this better, wouldn't you? Honestly. Change my mind all the time. Okay. Now, let's get this roughly in the centre. So, flip it over. Tear tape. And some tear tape. That works better. Now I'm happy. Thank goodness somebody's happy. There you go. Now, if you're not already aware, Stampin' Up is running an absolutely amazing offer for the month of October. That means you can purchase a starter kit. There we go. Had to tip it up so I could see. Purchase a starter kit, and you have two options. You can pay just $60 and choose up to $235 worth of product with free delivery, or you can pay the regular starter kit price of $169 and choose up to, whoops, don't pull the ribbon down, choose up to $344 worth of product. Right. Don't lose those birds. That's enough of that. So let's do, what was I going to do? The inside, wasn't I? That was, here we go, piece on this one, a little bit of white, some white cardstock handy. Get that, and die cut it out of that crooked one. Never let it be said I waste paper. The offer. So that is truly an amazing offer. If you want to know more, feel free to give me a call or message me or something. But honestly, that's the best deal I could find. I went back a long way trying to find a better offer, and that was the best one I could find for, I think I went back about 10 years. There was one a while ago that was $25, but the value was much, much less. Much, much less. So something to think about. If you like paper crafting and you like paper crafting on a budget with quality products, that is something to think about. It's a great deal, and it's actually how I came to Stampin' Up. Looking for quality products at bargain basement prices, because you all know there's nothing I like more than a special offer. Okay. Whoopsies, what have I done here? Right, what am I going to put there? What did I have in the other one? Celebrate the season. I am not going, will I wing it? I'm going to be brave. I'm not going to use the stamp platform. I'm just going to use my long stamping block. There we go. Misty Moonlight. Ink it up, just like so. Now, use the lines here to make sure it's straight. There we go. Let's hope it works. I could always turn it over. See, if you let the stamp rest for just a couple of seconds on the cardstock or the paper, it has time to absorb the ink. And usually the first impression is the best impression every time. You don't have to push down. Like, don't push down because that just squishes it. Certainly don't wobble it. Just sit it on and hold it. And you get that really great impression, first impression, every time. Every single time. Now I'm putting the ink away before I put my elbow in it or drop it on the box or something. Glue. A little bit of glue. You might see floating across the bottom of your screen that I'm doing a special offer. For anyone that places a $50 order in my online store before 8 p.m. Monday night, this coming Monday night, which will be the 13th, I will send you the kit to make the 5 cards and tags that we made today. What is on that? A little bit of glue. I can scrape it. Okie dokie. Now, where's that little pen? Where did I just had it. There it is. Let's do the eyes. Don't they look much better with an eye? Don't you think? They look so much better with an eye. So put a little bit of adhesive on the body there. And a dimensional on the wing. Dimensional on the tail. A little bit of adhesive along the body. Take the backing off the dimensional, did I? Oops. There we go. Alrighty. So I've had 8 people watching. It's amazing. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. There we go. What do you think? A little bit of bling. I think so too. Just a wincy bit. Nothing over the top. Just there. Alrighty, there you go. It has been a marathon, 2 hours. Thank you so much. That's just wonderful. Alrighty, so we've got the box. As I clear up my clutter so we can see what we've made this afternoon. There's stuff everywhere. Goodness me. I'm the only person in the world that makes such a mess when they craft. We have our box. It's covered on all sides. Yeah, it is, Alison. Thank you. And yes, next week, certainly. There we go. Covered on all sides. It makes it look pretty, but it also reinforces the box. We've tied it with the ribbon. We've remembered to put the thumbprint in, or the finger pull. Inside it holds 5 cards that we've made this afternoon. And they are just so pretty, like that. And 5 tags. Now, it would hold a lot more tags. There's a lot more room in there for tags. You'll also get 5 envelopes underneath there if you want. My envelopes aren't here yet. I ran out and I've ordered them, and they're on their way. So here's the other one I did. That's just plain. Same deal. 5 cards. I did the same front panel as I did with this one. So I used the embossing folder, the glimmer paper, and then the die cut them. I don't know what I did with the tags. I took them out to do some photos. I don't know what I did with them. They will turn up. And again, decorated on all sides. Now, I left the top of this plain because I actually really like this paper. I really like it. I think it's so pretty. But I might add some snowflakes to it, or I don't know, something to it. But I've used them for Christmas, but they could be. The green one is lovely, isn't it? Shaded spruce. Now, how did I do this? If you want your bow to go straight, tie it on its side, if that makes sense. So we do that, pull it through, and you sort of turn it and twist it, and it will go like that. How's that? I'm a hopeless bow tire, but that works every time. If you want your bow to sit straight, tie it that way. I don't know why it works, but it does. There you go. A little hint. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. We have our starter kit special. I've got my special offer for a kit to make the cards and the tags. I will send the kit to you. There we go. Like that. And we pull it like that. It sits sideways. I don't know what works, but it does. So $50 order in my online store before 8 p.m. Monday night. What else? I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. No, tomorrow's Sunday night, 7:30. Tomorrow night we'll be back with day 12 of Stamptober. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. It has been a marathon. I told you it would be a marathon. We've gone over 2 hours. But I have enjoyed it. I hope you have too. And I hope it's inspired you to get creative with your cardstock and your paper and your inks. I shall see you tomorrow night at 7:30. If you've got any questions, just let me know. Happy to answer them for you. If there's anything I can do to help with your paper crafting, card making, scrapbooking, whatever, let me know. I think that's about it. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.